Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. Today we are playing with fabric scrap and we're going to continue on with our slow stitching, and this time around we are not going to make a wallet. We're going to make something different. Of course it's going to be something useful. It's either in my mind I'm going to create something that I could use for my traveling sewing or something like that. So we are going to work in little pieces. So I'm thinking I'm going to go do maybe 6x6 square. This is my Singer featherweight, which I love. This is about the only thing I've been using so much lately. So we're not going to think about what we're doing. So I say. So, but of course, as we sew and piece these pieces together, so we're basically going to do what they call a crazy quilting, I suppose. So I say we're not going to think about what we're doing, but if I see a color that absolutely just does not sit right in my eyes, I'm going to reject it and find another piece. So I'm just going to do straight stitch and then fill it from there. You can see the piece is cut weird. So let's see what this guy look like. We'll set that little piece there. So that's what this is looking. All right, let's try another piece. Let's try another piece and let's go do it this way. The sewing machine is gonna help speed up our process of piecing our fabric together. So now then I will open it and just press it. I can cut this piece right here. Maybe go that way. Now I can try and find a much bigger piece. Let's try this. No, it's small enough. It's too small. Okay, this one. Yeah, sure. Oh look, this one is already pieced together, so I'm gonna go do it. I'm gonna take it and piece it together. Okay, open it. I'm doing a crazy quilting. How are you guys? How's the weather in your neck of the woods? It's been crazy for me here. It's raining, which is really nice because we could definitely use the rain. Okay, so now I'm gonna cut it right here. I'm basically working my way to squaring my piece. I'm gonna go this way like that. So now that odd looking shape is kind of looking a little like a square. We're creating new fabric to work a new project. So this is the great way to go ahead, great time to pull out your bins, your fabric scrap bins, and let's piece them together. I think I have enough here for a 6x6 square. As you can see, it really didn't matter how big of a size my fabric is. I have the tiniest piece over here, and I absolutely love that. A little peak of a little blue color there. So so this is what it looks like, and now we can definitely work on doing some of our slow stitching on here. Here's my 6x6. And then I had this big piece that was an excess piece that I didn't need, but I'm gonna reuse it. The next square I'm gonna do, as you move along with your project, just kind of see which way, you know, you're extending your fabric here. So I have a little ruler here on my sewing machine. If I measure it, I can see I'm past 7.5 already on this length. So now all I gotta do is extend my width. So either way you look at it, I suppose it's a square. So now I'm just gonna continue extending in one direction. So this way it eliminates me from spending a lot of time on one direction. Another way you can do this is cut yourself a piece of paper and sew your fabric on that paper, so you always know when you have enough fabric. You'll know that you reach your 6x6 piece. But I kind of tend not to do that because I want to be able to just cut and trim. If I do that, I might have a tendency of cutting up my square. So, and you might find it a little more difficult to kind of use up the little pieces. So this way for me, I don't care if I ended up cutting so much more like I did in that little tiny piece that I showed you. So I kind of like those. They add a little bit character into the fabric. You might wonder if you should fold them a certain direction. I don't. I just sew them the way they want to naturally be. One thing I want to mention, guys, before you cut it to size, you want to press it so they're nice and squared. Okay, here it is, square number 2. So far so good. I like how they look. So, and then here's the scrap from the last one, and it is exactly 6 inches. So I'm gonna just work my way out that way. If you watch me long enough, you guys know I'm super cautious on my waist here in my workroom, and that's why I have a hard time getting rid of this scrap, because I just don't want to waste much more than I've already have, you know what I mean? So I just want to add just a little bit more here because I was sitting right at 6 inches. I'm going to give myself a little room to make sure I have room to cut. Here we go, we're getting there. So alright guys, I'm going to continue working on this, and then once I get all my pieces, we'll do another video and we'll start working on our next step.